for David Lemieux and Curtis Stevens in the middleweight division. You see the 4-year age advantage for Lemieux. He's also got a 2-inch height advantage.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white trimmed with black and gold, official weight 158 1/4 pounds. He's in its corner with his trainer John David Jackson with a record of 29 victories, 21 wins by knockout with 5 defeats. From Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York, the reigning and defending WBC Continental America's middleweight champion, Curtis, the Cerebral Assassin Stevens. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner with his trainer Mark Ramsey. He's wearing black with gold letters, officially weighing in at 159 pounds. His professional record, 36 victories, 32 wins by knockout against 3 defeats. From Montreal, Quebec, Canada, the former IBF middleweight champion of the world, David Lemieux.
Ladies and gentlemen, make this a clean fight at all times. Touch the bell.
Much better in recent fights. Always a big puncher, but John David Jackson has him aggressively, effectively. Lemieux, to the naked eye in the past.
100%. He looks a little fleshy to me.
Hopefully he hasn't underestimated Curtis Stevens. And
sometimes when a guy rehydrates by a big number, starched himself, and then desperately needed to pour in the rehydration, Lemieux had a 7-pound advantage at 177 coming in.
Huge punchers.
Big left hook by Curtis Stevens. The money punches the left hook.
Yep, but they can hurt you with either hand, and they're throwing him right now.
And Curtis's left hook is looking more deadly right now. He was really trying to knock him out.
Yeah, it doesn't look like either fighter wants to go.
Right hand by Lemieux.
There's some genuine bad blood between these two.
Desultory fight which preceded this, so now they're eager to see action, and Lemieux and Stevens are going to give it to them.
Already got more action in this fight than we had in the last the whole 10 rounds.
Exactly right.
Good right hand by
as a potential Canelo.
Good
hard right hand by Lemieux. Stevens was hurt by that shot.
Stevens was indeed hurt by the right hand.
Lemieux better be careful though, because Stevens does. There it is.
Yep, both big fight-changing power in both hands, both guys.
Good hook
hard
and
right
good
hand by
right.
Lemieux. Now Stevens lands a right of his own. Left hook by Lemieux, upstairs and downstairs. Right hand to follow it.
And Curtis answered. I told y'all we was going to get a good one.
Thinking that he can weather the storm early, it's a winnable fight.
Of course. He's hoping that Lemieux wears himself out, pace himself as Curtis is doing.
See who starts to go to the body with conviction here.
Like that right there. Oh, he hurt Curtis bad. Yeah, that hurt Curtis bad that time.
Lemieux is such a big puncher. The reason Triple G boxed so.
Deep breath, deep breath. Over the top of the jab, a beautiful overhand right, but it was high on the head. Seemed to knock him more than anything. Then Curtis come back with a counter hook right there that hit him on the neck. He missed the chin as well. Lemieux caught him with a hook right here at the end of the round that really seemed to hurt Stevens and cause him some problems. We saw his legs buckle just.
And in exactly the same vein as Lemieux drives Stevens.
Curtis can survive this because, again, Lemieux does not look.
If he does, he's going to have a problem because Curtis knows how to maintain.
In some punishment downstairs on that seemingly soft Lemieux belly.
So Stevens on Lemieux's part, Roy?
No, I think he just thinks he's the bigger guy. And I don't been too cut up much more than he is right now. But
last summer because of a failure to make weight. So you don't know exactly what's going on in Lemieux's life all the time. And serious guy who usually demands a lot out of the fighters. But of course, David Lemieux's a big
he demands that his guys respect him and give him the work that he asked for.
He did make weight, Lemieux. He's entitled to. But he just looks like a fighter banking on an early knockout.
He is. He better not be banking still around. Curtis is very dangerous. Good hook by Lemieux.
Stevens is biding his time, not throwing nearly as many as Lemieux. He's trying to make them count what he does.
He's saving himself and he's trying to knock out.
Big left hook to the body.
Not trying to waste as many punches. Good left body shot by Stevens. body shot bad just now.
Seconds left in the second round. It's been action all the way. And eliminated the first round, and Curtis Stevens came back.
Real good middleweight slugfest.
Best shot that he's landed all night was a beautiful left body shot to the liver. And you see Lemieux snatch that arm down right there. That lets you know that that shot
seemed to have disappeared from his punches by the end of round number 2. Friday, I should say, yesterday, had the kind of birthday that every weight class fighter dreams of. With left hook by Stevens.
They're starting to touch.
To shake Lemieux just a little bit.
He's doing more with both hands, the left and the right.
Steady pressure, and the touching leads to the harder touching, like right now.
And now it happened. He came here clearly expecting to win. In fact, it's a particularly strong corner with Jackson and Chief Second Rudy Hernandez.
Eye blink.
Dangerous at any time. Good right hand to the body by Lemieux.
So can Stevens.
That's exactly right, Max. Oh,
Stevens
out cold.
And out cold.
Out cold.
Victory. Lemieux got what he was looking for on a perfect right hand shot.
No, left hook, left hook,
yeah.
Jim.
Left
Put
hook.
Stevens to sleep in a fight where it looked like Stevens.
Real-time action. Wow. On the button after the overhand right. He threw, straight right. Threw a straight right down the pipe. And Curtis tried to throw the hook, and he beat him to the punch with the hook. Curtis threw a
short left hook. Didn't travel more than 10 or 12 inches.
Joe Lewis. And they traded hooks right here, but, oh, my goodness. David's hook hit the button. Curtis's hook.
Stevens was unconscious at that moment.
Yes, he was.
Was coming on like Lemieux's future was in jeopardy. Just had the feeling of the kind of fight where Lemieux that occur over many rounds of.
He'll be okay. I mean,
only a few feet away from her son.
Real-time action. Wow. On the button after the overhand right. He threw, straight right. Threw a straight right down the pipe. And Curtis tried to throw the hook, and he beat him to the punch with the hook. Curtis threw a
short left hook. Didn't travel more than 10 or 12 inches.
Joe Lewis. And they traded hooks right here, but, oh, my goodness. David's hook hit the button. Curtis's hook.
Stevens was unconscious at that moment.
Yes, he was.
Lemieux celebrating, but not terribly demonstratively, as the
real-time action. Wow. On the button after the overhand right. He threw, straight right. Threw a straight right down the pipe. And Curtis tried to throw the hook, and he beat him to the punch with the hook. Curtis threw a
short left hook. Didn't travel more than 10 or 12 inches.
Joe Lewis. And they traded hooks right here, but, oh, my goodness. David's hook hit the button. Curtis's hook.
Stevens was unconscious at that moment.
Yes, he was.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the Turning Stone Resort Casino, Quebec, Canada, former middleweight world champion, David Lemieux.
Let's take a look at final copy box numbers in this.